Ladies and gentlemen, they're doing it again. They're doing it again. There's another state owned enterprise that is about to come to South Africa. But before I get into that, ladies and gentlemen, please leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, let's get into it.
My wife should get here.
Did I hear that correctly? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host, Joe Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. New state-owned company coming for South Africa this year.
Oh, God, not this again.
South Africa is facing a worsening water crisis, with many areas experiencing water shortages and declining water quality. In hopes of tackling this, the government is establishing a new state-owned enterprise for water, which the Minister of Water and Sanitation expects to be complete by May 2025. You heard that correctly. Now there's a state-owned enterprise for water to deal with the water crisis. Just like when we had load shedding, they wanted a electricity minister. Now there's a state-owned enterprise coming. Before I give all my thoughts, let's just read a little bit more about what this state-owned enterprise is going to do. So back in March in 2024, Parliament passed the National Water Resources Infrastructure SOC state-owned company bill and was assented in August. Broadly, the bill creates the South African National Water Resource Infrastructure Agency, or NWRIA, as a significant public entity and state-owned company. So what will the NWRA actually do? Well, here are the key goals: ensuring sustainable, equitable water supply for all South Africans, increasing investment in water infrastructure, improving water quality, addressing the fragmentation in water resource management, attracting private investment, and here's the kicker: generating revenue from water sales. And in case that wasn't clear enough, the agency will also be responsible for collecting water use charges, providing a steady income stream to fund its operations and infrastructure development. So in other words, it's going to handle money and also charge citizens a fee. Now, it's unclear if this is going to be in a form of a tax or it's going to be an additional fee on water, much like what Eskom is doing with the 250 Rand charge that they put on your bill just for being connected to the grid without even using electricity. Now, I think my presumption is that this SOE of water is probably going to do the same thing, charge you like 200 Rand or 250 Rand for just being connected to water supply. And I think there's already a charge like that already in the municipality bill. I need to double check that. But the point is that this SOE is no doubt going to add extra charges to water. And we might find ourselves in the same situation that we are in with Eskom, because Eskom has made their electricity so expensive that a lot of people can't afford it, and it's been said that social unrest might happen. Now you're taking water and you're going to add extra expenses to that, which means water is not going to be cheap anymore, or at least affordable. And of course, the government is trying to defend this decision, saying, but this is we're going to fix everything, guys. The very people who created the problem are going to now fix it. Really? It's well documented that water infrastructure in South Africa has been neglected over the years. Failing infrastructure is causing really poor water conditions. Not just that, endless corruption, money being paid but not being used for the right thing. Instead, it's going to caters. The list goes on and on as to why the water situation in South Africa is in a dire situation. And again, the very people that created this mess are now somehow going to fix it. If this is true, I've got a blue couch to sell you. Dr. Ferial Adam, executive manager of water rights advocacy group WaterCan, previously expressed concern over the addition of another state-owned enterprise given the performance of existing ones. Exactly. The one confusing thing for me is I believe one of the other objectives is to ensure sustainable and equitable supply. But isn't that already an objective of the department, said Adam. She emphasizes the need for transparency and accountability, as SOEs can feed corruption if not done properly. Again, take Eskom for example, SAA, or any other state-owned enterprise that's been built. What has the ANC done with them? Suck them dry from all the money that they make, and everything has either gone bankrupt, belly up, or is just not functioning anymore. We don't even have an army anymore. Now, Adam points out the obvious that if this state-owned enterprise is going to work, then these things need to be implemented. The appointment of a competent and independent board of directors, effective community engagement, addressing historical issues of mismanagement and corruption within the water sector. Otherwise, this SOE would just serve as just another feeding trough for corruption seen in other SOEs. So I'm glad that this expert is pointing these things out, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only South African, neither are you the only South African that can see past the BS.
See, now that's some bullshit.
All we're being shown with this establishment of this new SOE is that it's the same old, same old. It's the same old ANC over and over again. They will do no different. All they're doing is trying to milk South Africans for every dime they have. And when this happens, the South African people suffer, especially the poor. But let me know your thoughts about all this. Are you hopeful about this SOE, or do you think this is just another opportunity for ANC to get their hands on some loot? While you're down there commenting, please leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this kind of content. I've got more content coming your way. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, your Newsflash is in. Thanks for watching.
My name is Martin. I stay in 12 Main Road. I'm using trucks because there's no work. The government said there's a lot of work. There's nothing work. Is that why we must...